Hey guys, it's Jean from Graciously Simple Home. I am today going to show you how I'm going to play with a couple different options to restyle my coffee table after the holidays. So I've been busy, like probably all of you, putting away my Christmas decorations and wanted to try a few new options for putting things out on my coffee table. I do have a tray that I want to use on the coffee table, but I have a few different options of items that I want to put in the tray. So while I do this, I'm also going to offer a couple tips along the way. So I think hopefully you'll find it helpful and enjoy. And let me know what you think of which look you like the best of the three and which one you think I should keep. So follow along and here we go. Okay, so here's the coffee table with the tray. And I'm going to show you three different styling examples, but all three I'm going to use the same principle of grouping things in threes. And I'll explain more as I go along. If you could see around my coffee table right now, I have a bunch of accessories. It's kind of funny, but I'm going to show you three examples. So let's start with the first one. And like I said, I'm going to use groups of three. So the first thing I'm going to do is put out a couple of books. Actually, this one's like a book, a fake book that you can store things in. So you could put like a small remote or something. And then I have a Nook here. So I'm going to put those two here, and on top of it I'm just going to put a little decorative accessory, and then so that's now you would say, okay, you just said groups of three, so there's three items there, but what I mean is think of three like footprints. So I'm going to have three different footprints on this tray. So that's one. This counts at one, even though it's only it's three things. Now, the second thing, I'm going to do a little taller. So I'm going to put this candle here, candle holder. It's kind of like a birch tree. And as you can see, it's taller than this grouping or this footprint. So you want to have a tall, medium, and small. So the next item I'm going to put down is smaller than or shorter than both of them. And that's this candle here. And actually, you could use this candle in its basket type thing, or you could use it without if you wanted it kind of more plain. I'm going to leave it in the basket, I think. Hopefully you can see that that is one example of a tray decorated on a coffee table. I'll show you from a different angle here. So here it is, the finished product. And I think it looks nice, and it's non-holiday. So now we're going to move on to our next one. Okay, so let's start with our second look. And again, I like to use books in stacks. So the first item I'm going to put down is going to be, it's actually my iPad and two books, uncovered books. So that's one. And on top of that, I'm going to put a couple little small decorative items. So, and a functional item, I guess you'd call it. So I have a couple of these little pretty decorative balls, and then I'm going to put a pair of reading glasses here, because actually I use them a lot on the table. So, okay, and then, so that's going to be my medium item again. The taller item, I've used sort of this cute little galvanized type bucket thing, and I've also made it functional and taller by putting the remote controls in there. So that's our second item, and that's the taller item. For some reason I always tend to start with the medium size item, and then I add the tall and then the small. Now the last item, and again, it doesn't have to be one item. I've got a little group here of smaller candles that kind of coordinate together. But again, remember it's three footprints. So this one's like a little bit, you know, kind of mixed metals and just a little bit more, you know, rustic, I guess. It kind of goes with the tray. So again, let me give you another look here, a little bit closer up. And hopefully you can see that, the finished tray. That looks pretty. So that's the second look, and we've got one more to go, and you will see that in a second. Okay, ready for the third and final look. This one I decided to try to brighten it up a little bit more, and I'm also going to shake it up and start with the taller item first. So first I'm going to put a stack of some pretty catalogs that I like, and this one I liked how it had some greens and blues and bright colors after all the Christmas catalogs with green and red. And to make this the tallest grouping or item, footprint, I'm going to put this orchid on here. And actually, you might not be able to see that in the video because it's taller than what I'm recording, but I will show you once I get them all together. And then the medium item, I'm using this cute little owl. He's nice and bright. And then for the third and final item, I'm going to stack a little white candle on top of a couple of coasters. And that's the small item. So the taller item is this orchid, which you'll see better in a second. And then we have the owl is the medium footprint. And then the small is this white candle on coasters. So let me hold up the camera again so you can see now. Let's see here. There you go. There's the tray. So you can see the orchid is the tallest. And then you can see the owl is the middle, and the little candle in front on the coasters is the small item. So again, the best tip I can give you to style a coffee table tray, or even a coffee table in general, is again, try to use odd number groupings. Start with 3 because that's the easiest. Sometimes people do 5, 7, 9. That can get a little too cluttered. It depends on how big your coffee table is. But for easiest, start with 3, a small, medium, and large. And then you know, again, they don't have to be, it doesn't have to be 3 exact items. It's 3 footprints. So think of it that way. So I hope you found this helpful, and now I have to decide which one I want to keep. So I'll let you know in the comments. Thanks. Bye-bye.